Hello everyone, I'm your boy Ben Boy, and welcome to a new kind of video called Beta Breakdown, where I take the Call of Duty World War II beta, look at the maps, divisions, and weapons, the three most important parts of this beta, and break them down for you guys and kind of explain them in layman's terms and or talk about their implications into gameplay, and yeah. So, let's get right into it first with talking about the maps. In Call of Duty World War II, there are three maps: Ardennes Forest, Gibraltar, and Pointe du Hoc. Which, Pointe du Hoc is basically Cliffside from World at War. It reminds me so much of that map, it's ridiculous. I'm pretty sure it's actually based off of that map. As well as Ardennes Forest, basically a snow map. Not too special. If I had to pick a map that it reminds me of, maybe Hijacked from Black Ops 2, it actually reminds me of a little bit. Not in terms of the scale, but the way the map's laid out. There's like a center lane which both side lanes connect to very easily. You know, it's very similar to that map. And then Gibraltar, which, obviously the first thing that comes to mind, for me at least, is Overwatch. But this isn't Overwatch. This is Call of Duty World War II. And it definitely reminds me of... oh god, what was that one Modern Warfare 3 map? Like, the shopping mall or whatever? I don't know why it reminds me of that. Maybe it's because of the stairs on either side of the map kind of remind me of the escalators. I don't really know. But it reminds me a little bit of that map. And I like all three of these maps. I think they're interesting, and I think all three are fun to play. Now moving on to divisions, we have Infantry, Airborne, Armored, Mountain, and Expeditionary. Infantry gives you a rifle, bayonet, an additional primary attachment, extra magazines, and you move faster while aiming down the sights. Airborne, you get SMG suppressor, sprint for longer distance, climb over obstacles faster, and increased sprint speed, which is good. That's more of like your submachine gun class. Armored 1 gets LMG bipod, immune to shell shock and tactical equipment, takes less damage, take less explosive damage, and all of these divisions you get a classified version of the weapon they're specified for. So Mountain, you get sniper sharpshooter, invisible to enemy, recon aircraft while moving, hidden to player controlled kill streaks, and silent movement. That's more of a stealth based one for sniper rifles. And Expeditionary, shotgun incendiary shells, select a piece of tactical and lethal equipment, throw equipment faster, farther, and sprinting, and resupply from enemy drops. So basically kind of like scavenger. So all those divisions are specified to a specific weapon. So you got Infantry for assault rifles, Airborne for submachine guns, Mountain for sniper rifles, Armored for LMGs, and Expeditionary for shotguns and other close quarters stuff. So yeah, not much else to say on them other than they're really cool. Really cool, I guess, diverse thought process building onto the already existing create-a class system. But yeah, it's really cool, and I'm actually excited to see what it'll look like out in full force with the entire arsenal of weapons, all of the skills and everything attributed to them, not just in the beta form. Now on to, in my opinion, the most important part of Call of Duty game, which is weapons, because without weapon balance, what is a Call of Duty game? Hot garbage, which is a segue into my 5 categories for weapons in the Call of Duty World War II beta, which are hot garbage, garbage, okay, cheese, and melty. These are the degrees at which I listed the weapons in the beta. Any weapons that I don't mention from here either fall into, like, I guess, a weird 6th category, which is not unlocked, because I didn't either unlock these weapons or I didn't use them. So, out of all the weapons that I used, Under the hot garbage category is only one, and that is the Carabin. This is the semi-automatic sniper rifle. I'm not even going to talk too much about it. It's just hot garbage. Now we're on to the garbage of the game, which is basically any LMG in the game. I didn't use many LMGs, and the one LMG that I did use is the Bren, and the Bren is garbage. So I didn't use either of the other two LMGs, but specifically the Bren is also just terribly garbage. Now, another thing that I am reluctantly sad to say that is in the garbage category is the M1 Garand. Now, I personally love the M1 Garand. The M1 Garand is like a baby of World War II, but the only problem is that it's garbage in this game. Its damage isn't competitive enough to keep up with the other rifles, and not only is its damage incompetitive compared to the other rifles, its fire rate is single auto compared to the STG and the other gun, which I always forget the letter and numbers to, is just pitiful. Its fire rate is single fire. Its damage is higher, but its damage to fire rate ratio is so bad that, like, you'd be better off using the M1 whatever thing that's at the top of the list. It's just better, trust me. Use that until you unlock the STG, and then you don't need anything else. Next up on the list is OK. These are the OK guns. The guns that are like, yeah, just, you can use them. They're okay. You can go positive in really any game with them if you're good enough with them. And those are the M1941. I had to write that down because that is the most random number and random letter ever. I'm guessing M stands for Mark, but the Mark 1941 is not viable. Actually, you know what? I just realized it could be a year too. It could be 1941, which it was made in 1941 probably. So that makes a lot more sense. Now on to the Grease Gun. Grease Gun is a pretty good gun, I must admit. It is okay. It's not like, oh my god, this gun's like Melty, but it doesn't fall into the Melty category, but it's a decent gun. You can get some pretty good kill streaks going with it. I have no complaints. And the next weapon is the PPSH-41. I knew this one was going to be controversial from the minute I put it on the list at OK. People seem to really, really, really love this gun. And, I mean, I can see why. It's a really good gun, but at the same time, I feel like there are other submachine guns and other guns that are just fucking way better than the PPSH, so that's why I only put it at OK. Next up on the list is my favorite category, which is cheese. Now, Ben, why did you name a category cheese? Well, the reason why I named this category cheese is because these are the best guns to cheese your enemy with. What cheesing is basically, I guess, kind of trolling as a synonym. And the cheese category are weapons that aren't necessarily really good, but they're not, like, bad. They're more fun. Like, these are the weapons that are a fuck ton of fun to use. Those two weapons are the Commonwealth Sniper Rifle and the Winchester 1897, basically the trench gun. On to the Sniper Rifle. The reason why I love this Sniper Rifle so much is because for some reason in this game, when you get a quickscope or a hardscope or any type of scoping kill, or a no-scope, it seems very rewarding. Like, kills in this game with a sniper rifle, for some reason, are just so rewarding that you just want to, like, use it all the time, go into a private match, and just wreck bots with it, because it's that satisfying.
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us. Static treated, we get tricked. Static kisses, we get kicked. It's the hard knock life for us.
It doesn't matter if you go into a private match with bots in the full game, you're still gonna feel hella rewarded for quick-scoping the fuck out of some recruit bots, because it's just that rewarding to get a kill with it. You know, the sounds and just the way the gun behaves. And the other cheese gun is the trench gun, or the Winchester 1897. I'm gonna call it the fucking trench gun from now on, because Winchester 1897 is kind of like, yeah, that's cool, but like, everybody knows it as the trench gun. It's the fucking trench gun. The trench gun is fun because, not necessarily because the kills are really satisfying to get, just because you know that when you blast somebody away with it, they're pissed.
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us. Static treated, we get tricked. Static kisses, we get.
Like, you know that they're a little agitated that you blew them away with a shotgun. It's absolutely hilarious. I guess in a way it is satisfying to know that your enemy is pulling their hair out every time you kill them with it. Or at least that's what I envision. And not only that, but the fire round shots are stupid.
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
They're, like, ridiculous. The fire shots... Sledgehammer, the only complaint that I have is... don't start with the fire shots loaded. Like, I hate when I'm using the shotgun, I have to hit left on the D-pad and have my character, like, cock the gun to get, like, all of the fire shells out, put them in his pocket, and then load up new ones. Like, I want to start with, like normal shells, so then that way I can save the fire shells for when I really need them, when I'm like clearing out a hard point or clearing out, you know, a bunker that the enemy decided to be camping in. It's just a lot easier if you start me with normal shotgun shells. And last but certainly not least is the Melty category. Now in this category I put the WWII 28 because that submachine gun is just ridiculous. And the STG-44. The STG-44 is the only, like, real, like, modern assault rifle that we have in the game. And it is also very, very good. The clip size is decent, damage is decent, and the fire rate is pretty decent. Like, it's all the elements of a good gun are there. So, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that, Private Pile?
You guys really didn't think I would leave out the Type 100, did ya? The Type 100 is a submachine gun in this game that is the absolute definition of Melty. Actually, you know what? It's... No. It transcends Melty. It's Melty cheese. This thing is, like, god-tier weapon. I've gotten inside information from my friend's brother, who works for MLG, and he said that the BAR and the MP40 are Melty. If they're meltier than this thing, we're fucked. Weapon balance in this game is fucked if the MP40 and or the BAR are even more meltier cheese than this thing. I mean, if they're both better than this gun, then this could spell dastardly trouble for this fucking game. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the true end to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the editing style of this video. I pulled out all the stops in Share Factory to try to edit this video, make it a little bit even more entertaining than my normal videos. So make sure you drop a like. Also, make sure to subscribe. At the time of making this video, I am 1 subscriber away from 50 subscribers, and at 50 subscribers, I will play a horror game for a Let's Play on my channel for, like, in live streams. So, anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I've been your boy, Ben Boy, and as always, I will see you in the next activity. Bye-bye.